the scheme and everything to compete. We just shot ourselves in the foot too many times tonight. They didn't do anything special against us. We just we just didn't execute for some reason early on, especially. And we'll get it fixed and go.
Hey, welcome back to Let's Talk Steelers. It is Christmas season. What is this shirt you're wearing? It looks like, I don't know what it is.
It's my Christmas shirt.
What does it say?
It's the 1988 Nakatomi Plaza Christmas party.
Die Hard.
John McClane. Had to save the party. It's a good Christmas movie. Great Christmas movie.
Well, if you're going to go to the Nakatomi Plaza for your Christmas party,
don't show up empty-handed.
No, go get some parking chair vodka from our good friends at Lawrenceville Distilling. It is the season to make merry, so I would think that some parking chair vodka would do that for you.
Well, parking chair vodka, they have some other ones as well, don't they?
They've got, what do they got? They've got Asness, they've got Yunzer, gin. They got some great stuff down there.
What do you think Hans Gruber would go for?
Gin.
Gin?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, of course, he was a little goofy. The absinthe would definitely do that.
Okay.
All right. Again, hey, we filmed earlier in the week. We have no idea what happened down in Baltimore. We're going to assume the Steelers took care of business in Baltimore. Big question mark right there. I don't know. So we're talking about the Chiefs game coming up. Our Steelers offense, Mike, when I was in Latrobe checking out training camp, Friday Night Lights, which seems like 1,000 years ago, one of the things that stood out to me was all the weapons we had. What I'm not happy about is Arthur Smith's offense. I'm going to throw it to you after I say this. Look, it wasn't really hard to look good as an offensive coordinator for your Pittsburgh Steelers after Randy Fichtner and Matt Canada came through here calling offenses. Mike, I'm really wondering if Arthur Smith knows what he has with these tools. I'm going to start with this, and we're going to pick through some things, all right? Najee Harris to the outside on these pitches, it doesn't work. Why into week 16, 17 is he still trying to pitch the ball to Najee Harris?
Well, it does. It gets him out space. The Eagles, if you look back to the Eagles game, they kind of clogged up the middle. They did get him. It was a glorified pitch. They kind of gave him that little swing pass, and they ended up getting the penalty by Washington, blocking him all the way into the end zone. Great play. I mean, picked up 15, 18 yards, got him down to the 4, but then the penalty took them back. I love getting him outside and getting him in space, letting that hit that full speed a little bit.
Yeah, but it's not effective all the time.
Not all the time. But so what you got to do is you got to get the receivers got to be a little bit more aggressive in the blocking, in the run game. You got to be able to get up to that next level to the safeties, block most dangerous man, and kind of have a feel. Now, I like the offense. I like the scheme. I like where it's running. I'd like to just see it open up a little bit more on the early downs. No, it's not all.
Define what you mean open up on the early downs.
This past week kind of got into that, that run, throw feeling. Like, hey, we're going to try to establish a run. We got nothing. We're going to try to do it again. We got nothing. Now it's 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10. It's much more difficult to throw the ball when you got the defense with the ears back. Now, if you notice, the Eagles, when they first came out, they came out in the very first play of the game in a bear front, which is both guards covered and the center covered, which is a run-stop defense. They were banking on the Steelers.
Why not go to Russell Wilson then and let him audible out of it?
So that's the thing, is a lot of times in the NFL, most teams will script the first 15 plays. And they want to see a look. And sometimes they will have a play like, hey, just go ahead and let it eat. And sometimes, hey, we got to check out. They're going to have some potential checkout plays. A lot of times you hear the alert, the quarterback's alert, that means they're going to play 2, or even some quarterbacks will go kill the first play, go to the second play. And the last one is, teams are going can. And what the can is that's just saying we're throwing the first play into the trash can, and let's go to the second play. So they got to have that ability, or at least give Russell Wilson that opportunity to make that check, to run the ball up in the middle of the field in a bear defense is. It's not, especially on the first play of the game. You want to, I get it, but you don't want to, nerves are there. You don't want to make it too fancy. So you don't want to do too much at the line of scrimmage where you get a penalty and now it's, 1st and 15. How at the same time, you can't, this is professional football. These guys should be calmed down, and you got to get yourself in the best position to make the correct play call at the line. Russell Wilson is a veteran. If it was just Justin Fields.
No, I would never trust him.
But Russell Wilson is that guy.
Yeah.
He can make that call.
How about this?
Maybe twice a game on their drives.
Okay. How about this, which is driving me crazy? Two things. 3rd and 4. And Arthur Smith keeps dialing up the go-to, the moon ball.
Well, that's not...
And the red zone offense. Those two things are killing the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, I like the red zone offense last
Where do you
week.
want to start? You want to start with the red zone, or do you want to start with it's 3rd and 4, and he's throwing the ball down the field for 27 yards?
Well, against Cleveland, the Steelers' offense, red zone offense, was great. And, you know, one thing they did was the RPO. We talked about it. They hit Van Jefferson.
Where was it in Philly?
Well, Philly used it on Pittsburgh.
Yes, they did, effectively.
And Tom Brady called it the pop pass. That, you know, that to me was not a pop pass. Pop pass is when you block down and come out. A.J. Brown, he gave a stutter.
Leave
and
poor Tom Brady alone. He got hit in the head a bunch of times. He's not the best announcer.
What it was is,
he'll get better.
If you look at the film, there was a little delay, and he ran a glance. A glance is a deep slant or a 5-step slant or a short post, okay? Hooley on Porter, hey, let's delay him. Let's get inside. All Jalen Hurts is doing is he's just reading the safety. He puts the ball out there. He reads the safety. Safety comes down. We're pulling and throwing.
Okay, you're talking about the Eagles using effective red zone, because you got to defer. What about the Pittsburgh Steelers red zone?
So,
hold on. We got the weapons. We got Darnell Washington, who's 6'30" and will catch anything you throw at him. Freiermuth has proved the last couple of weeks he's back.
So that's the thing. Is what
you
what
have Jalen
Warren
Warren to throw a dump pass. You have Austin crossing patterns. You're talking about the Eagles as an illustration of a great. But the Steelers have the weapons. What is Arthur Smith doing?
So the Steelers used it against the Browns. They weren't really in the red zone this week. I mean, when they did get there, they got the penalty that pushed them back. And if you look at that, you know, they got down there, and Washington's penalty pushed them back.
Okay, but still, after getting down
the
there, they should have been effective, and they weren't. It was done. Boom. You had to rely on Boswell.
Well, again, you got to look what the Eagles did. They went heavy zone, confused them, got after the quarterback with a 4-man rush, okay? So how do you got to be either quarterback's either got to make a play with his legs, or he's got to try to clear a double zone, okay? Or clear out a zone. They weren't playing man-to-man. A lot of times in the NFL, you get man-to-man down the coverage. You get those rub plays. That's what you're looking to do. When you get the zone, you have to clear one zone and then bring another guy in.
How do you know this and Arthur Smith does not?
He does know it.
Then why the hell isn't he doing it?
I'm not in the beanies.
Okay, moving on then.
But I think what you're saying is listen, you look at the third down.
You can't not have a red zone offense if you're going into the playoffs.
But they got to be more productive on first and second down, and that's what I think you're getting at. Yes, I like the play calling. I just think the order of the play calling might be a little out. Instead of being so run heavy first and second down, maybe throw it first, and then the Eagles. They threw it first, second down, and they brought that third down.
Leave the Eagles alone. Stay on the
But I'm saying, use the pass a little bit more to set up the run.
I agree.
They're trying to run to set up the pass too much, and they don't have that type of personnel. I think they got to really try to get that quick passing game, get some of the intermediate passes. The Eagles were sitting here heavy. You got that intermediate level behind them. You hit that early. Now that's going to soften up that first level of defenders, to soften up a little bit, and now it's going to open the run game. So I think winning on first and second down will be better for them. Because what happens is 3rd and 10. When you get in the 3rd and 10, it's hard to convert. And you look at third down conversion this past week for the Steelers; they were 3 for 10. The Eagles were 10 for 17. 30% is not going to win.
No.
They won the takeover battle. They lost the third down conversions. They lost the time of possession.
They lost to the Eagles. Again,
minor setback for a major comeback.
Again,
adjustments will be made.
Loading. Who says that all the time? Your buddy.
Michael Brewerly.
One of the geniuses of social media. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about, your old coach, Andy Reid, down there with the Chiefs. Yeah, Mike played for Andy Reid when he was with the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going to talk about that high-octane offense for the Chiefs versus your Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Ho, 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 Steelers Nation. Christmas time is right around the corner. Charlie Batch's foundation does some incredible work working with youth right here in Pittsburgh. why not help out Charlie's kids this holiday season? Log on to batchfoundation.org, batchfoundation.org, and you can learn how to donate some cash or toys for Charlie's kids through Batch of Toys for the holiday season. Again, Charlie's Foundation does some incredible work here in the Pittsburgh area, bringing some holiday cheer to Pittsburgh families. So log on to batchfoundation.org to learn out how you can be Santa Claus too.